Let's welcome in, shall we, Julian Larochelle, and for the first time in a long time, ready for this? Feliz Fiesta, Gemma. Yes.
Felices fiestas, Dan. Hola, hola. Hello, how are you?
I thought you'd be a bit more impressed for that. Anyway, Lewandowski out then for the first 3 games, Gemma. I imagine a lot of people are scratching their heads as to why this deserved a 3-match ban.
Yeah, well done. There was a lot of people very much upset, especially the player himself. I remember I had the chance to talk to him just after that day, that game at Osasuna, because it was the day that he received the golden shoe. And he was quite confident that when Barca will claim for that 3-match ban, he was sure that they for sure will reduce.
Yeah, of course, he's been keen. You can see that here. It's, as you say, almost 50% of the goals since making that big move from Bayern Munich have been scored for Barca by Robert Lewandowski. He's really hit the ground running when it comes to that move from the Bundesliga to La Liga. They've got, let's take a look at the next 3 games they have coming up that he will miss. As I mentioned, it's the mini Barcelona derby. It's the early kickoff on Saturday where they take on Espanyol. Then it's Atletico Madrid, and then it's at home against Getafe. Proper matches for Barca.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah,
go on, Gemma.
No, I mean, it's 3 big games, and the way we've seen Barcelona struggle when goals with the rest of the strikers maybe not being as fit, and especially because they don't have a proper number 9 with so many minutes and the confidence of Xavi Hernandez.
Big pressure on people coming in.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Who do you replace him with?
Pressure on Alexis Dembele and the youngsters, and maybe Ansu Fati, who's been sort of in and out this season, and we've wondered if he was going to get a run on the side, and and Frankie de Jong getting forward from the middle of the park. Look, I think what they're saying in Spain here is if you're going to make these sort of gesticulations about referees or insinuations, we're going to ban you, no matter who you are. In some sense, he was a little lucky anyway, because it should have been a 3-game ban if the referee had adjudicated it properly for violent conduct, which he never. So ultimately, they're losing him. That could be a big problem, bearing in mind how tight it is at the top.
Yes.
And it is a 2-horse race.
Yes.
It's going to be a 2-horse race between now and the end of the season. And he, as we know, having covered La Liga as we do, has been the big difference again when this side has struggled in games that have been tight. He's popped up with moments of genius, and it's got them over the line. Well, they have to deal without him, obviously.
Who's going to replace him, Gemma?
Oh, that's a tricky, difficult question. I think there are 3 players that can do that. Ansu Fati maybe could be the more appropriate guy for the position, but he hasn't been enjoying that so many minutes. Ferran Torres could be another option, or Memphis Depay, the Dutchman. It's difficult to say if he will be the one, because he hasn't been playing because he was injured, and there was a little bit of the Barcelona felt like maybe he was not trying to come back as early as he could because he was thinking on the World Cup. Then we saw that this was not true because he missed the 2 opening games of the Netherlands there in Qatar. Memphis Depay is the player who got the winning goal last time they played the Catalan Derby last season in the Camp Nou. Could be one of the... I mean, it's very difficult to say what Xavi will do, because this is like an opening game almost. It's been a month and a half of almost holidays, we can say, but away from being training with Barcelona. So it's really difficult to predict. I think we have to see what Xavi will tell us in the press conference and what is he doing in the last trainings, because earlier today was the first time he got all the squad that they were able to train all together when Koundé and Dembele were back with the squad. If I have to say, I think it could be between Ansu Fati or Memphis Depay, but I have to see the last trainings.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.